Hello friends, you are welcome. So today I am going to discuss the physiological roles and practical applications of auxins. There are total physiological roles which are played by auxins are 11. So one by one I am going to discuss these 11 physiological roles of auxins and practical applications of auxins also. So first physiological role of auxin is cell elongation and longitudinal growth. So auxin plays important role in elongation of the stem cells. So exogenous application of auxin are responsible for elongation of stem as well as coleoptiles. That means the elongation of cells in the stem axis is the important function of auxin. So if we apply externally the auxin solution to the stem axis of flowering plant, extraordinary elongation of stem axis as well as coleoptile was reported. So primary effect of auxin which stimulates the cell elongation was reported in Avena curvature test. So this physiological role is not having any practical application. Then say second physiological role, cell division. So auxin plays important role in stimulating the process of cell division. So for the purpose of increase in volume of the plant body, any organ, it may be root, it may be stem, increase in volume takes place basically due to elongation of addition of the cells. That means increase in volume takes place due to elongation of stem. Increase in volume in plant organs takes place due to addition of cells. So this addition of cell takes place due to cell division activity which is initiated or induced or promoted by the auxins. So auxin also plays important role in callus formation. So this callus formation process is very essential for healing of wounds. So if any plant organ gets wounded due to any natural forces or due to human activities or due to activities of animals, naturally healing of wound takes place. Due to this activity of cell division activity of auxin. That means initiation and promotion of cell division activity of auxin plays important role in the increasing volume of plant body as well as it is also playing important role in healing of wounds due to formation of callus tissue. So as far as practical application of this second physiological role is concerned, this physiological role of auxin, cell division property of auxin can be utilized in tissue culture and grafting. So for the successful tissue culture, initiation of callus is the basic thing. So if we add auxin in the culture medium, formation of callus takes place and further tissue culture process is possible. That means development of plantlets from callus is possible. That means formation of callus takes place due to addition of auxins in culture medium in tissue culture technique. Secondly, in grafting experiment, if callus formation doesn't take place, then joining of the two pieces which are used for production of the new species, new plants by vegetative propagation method like grafting. So in these two processes, in horticultural process like grafting as well as in tissue culture laboratory, in tissue culture technique, oxygen is utilized. Oxygen can be used very greatly. So this is the practical application of this second physiological role. Then third physiological role of oxygen, root formation. So generally this high concentration of oxygen inhibits longitudinal growth of root. High concentration of oxygen generally inhibits the longitudinal growth of root, but this high concentration of oxygen promotes new root formation. It promotes new root formation. That means this physiological role of oxygen is very essential for the initiation or development of new roots. Initiation or development of the new roots. So this property of oxygen is used in vegetative propagation of plants by cutting. That means physiological role, root formation property or physiological role of oxygen is used in vegetative propagation. By cuttings. So many plants are produced by using this method. Many plants are produced by this method, by using the cuttings. That means, for example, grapes, roses. So for the cultivation of these new plants, of grapes as well as roses, cuttings are generally used. So successful development of the plant from these cuttings. What is the basic thing? Root formation is the basic thing. If we apply any synthetic oxygen in higher concentration to the basal part of this stem cuttings, and then we use this stem cutting for propagation purpose, easily these cuttings develops the new plantlets. That means in horticulture, for vegetative propagation of plants from cutting in grapes as well as in roses, the oxygens are generally used. So this is the practical application of this oxygen. As far as this third physiological role of oxygen is concerned. Then fourth physiological role of oxygen, apical dominance. So meaning of this term, in presence of apical bud, in case of flowering plants, higher plants, vascular plants, if apical bud is intact, the lateral buds remain suppressed. So this effect of apical bud in suppressing the lateral buds, growth of lateral buds, is commonly called as apical dominance. So if we remove the apical bud, the lateral bud sprouts and develop into the lateral branches. That means the influence of apical bud in suppressing the growth of lateral buds is commonly called as apical dominance. So this physiological effect of oxygen is also having some practical applications in agriculture. For example, in agriculture, this property of oxygen, apical dominance, physiological role of oxygen, can be used for checking the sprouting of potatoes, sprouting of lateral buds during storage. So this potato plant sprouts, the buds, lateral buds which are present on the potato sprouts and develop into the small branches. So if this bud sprouts in potatoes, market value of the potato decreases. In order to stop this sprouting of the lateral buds in potato, if we use any oxygen, synthetic oxygen like IAA, NBA, NAA, 2,4-D, etc., This is beneficial for checking or preventing the sprouting of the potato tubers during the process of storage of the potato tubers. The next physiological role, prevention of abscission layer. So abscission layer is the layer which is present or developed when abscission layer is developed at the base of the leaf, at the base of the fruit stalk, at the base of the flower stalk, that means pedicel, petiole. If abscission zone is developed at the base of these organs, leaf, flower, fruit, stalks, then premature falling of the flowers, fruits takes place. So this premature falling of the fruits, premature falling of the leaves takes place due to development of abscission layer or abscission zone. So who is responsible for premature falling of these flowers, fruits, leaves? Abscission zone is responsible for premature falling of the leaves, flowers and fruits. So this is not beneficial for the farmers. If premature falling of the leaves, flowers, fruit takes place, it is harmful or it is not beneficial for the farmers as far as their productivity of crop is concerned. Productivity decreases. Agriculture loss takes place due to premature falling of the fruits, flowers as well as leaves. So if we use the auxins like NAA or 2,4-D in low concentration, if we apply these synthetic auxins like naphthalene acetic acid or 2,4-dichlorophenolic acid on such commercially important plants, the development of abscission zone is prevented and premature falling of the flowers, fruits, leaves can be prevented, which is beneficial for the farmers. The next physiological role of auxin is effect on flowering. So flowering is a natural process which takes place after completion of some amount of vegetative growth in each and every flowering plant. That means auxin plays important role in controlling the process of physiology of flowering indirectly by maintaining the vegetative growth or controlling the vegetative growth. That means reproductive growth is delayed by this auxin. Reproductive growth is delayed by the auxin. So this delaying reproductive growth by the effect of auxin, what happens? Flowering process is delayed. So this delaying the process of reproductive growth or initiation of flowering is beneficial in some plants. For example, sugarcane. In case of sugarcane, formation of flower reduces the sucrose percentage in the sugarcane. The weight of the sugarcane plant also decreases. So this is not beneficial for the farmers. That means prevention of flowering in the sugarcane is essential for the farmers. So if we apply any synthetic auxin on the sugarcane crop, it maintain the vegetative growth. That means it suppresses the reproductive growth. That means reproductive growth is delayed or suppressed and vegetative growth is promoted. It is beneficial for increasing the length of sugarcane, increasing the percentage of the sugarcane, which is beneficial for the farmers. So in case of another plant, for example, pineapple. In case of pineapple, generally plants are grown by using bulbils. So these bulbils are having various genetic makeup. That's why the plants which are produced from the bulbils of pineapple plant, which are used for cultivation, they produces the flower at different times. So that means it requires more labor at the time of harvesting. It requires more money. That means it is not beneficial for the horticultural practices horticultural practices or the farmers or producers or growers of pineapple plant. If we apply appropriate concentration of auxins, any synthetic auxins on this pineapple plant, synchronization of flowering can be achieved. Synchronization of flowering means in whole crop of pineapple, flowers are produced at a time, and it is beneficial for the farmers for harvesting the crop of this pineapple. That means this is the practical application of this auxin or this property effect on flowering. The next physiological role of auxin is spur formation. So meaning of this spur formation means bud formation. That means buds are naturally available. Apical buds are there at the tips of the main branches, main shoot axis. Lateral buds are available in the axils of the leaves, axils of the branches. That means this spur formation means bud formation. So these buds, if these buds are present in the axils of the leaves and branches, these are commonly known as axillary buds. That means this bud formation, more bud formation is beneficial in some crops. That means the high concentration of auxin. Who is responsible for this bud formation? High concentration of auxin causes the formation of poor bud. That means it prevents the longitudinal growth of the main shoot axis and it promotes the formation of the lateral buds. That means this physiological activity of auxin to take part or to initiate more number of bud and to suppress the longitudinal growth. So this property of auxin can be utilized in the plants like apple and pear. In plants like apple as well as in pear, in apple and pear plant there are two types of branches, long branches and dwarf branches. The dwarf branches are responsible for development of the fruits. That means flowers or fruits are developed on dwarf branches. That means these buds which are developed in the auxiliary position of the branches or leaves, they are responsible for development of dwarf branches. So if number of dwarf branches are increased by the application of auxin, it is beneficial for the farmers to produce more number of apple fruits, to produce the more number of pear fruits. That means this physiological role of auxin is also applicable in agriculture or in horticulture for the production of more fruits in case of apple and pear plant. The next physiological role of auxin, parthenocarpic fruit development. So parthenocarpy is nothing but development of seedless fruit. So naturally, some plant produces the fruits which are not having any seed. For example, banana is an example of natural parthenocarpic fruit. There is no single seed in banana. That means when fruit is developed, after pollination and fertilization, fruit is developed. That means ori is converted into fruit and ovules are converted into seeds after pollination and fertilization in each and every flowering plant. But naturally in some plants, without pollination and fertilization, formation of fruit may take place, and such kinds of fruits are commonly known as seedless fruits or parthenocarpic fruits. So artificially we can induce the parthenocarpy. For example, in grapes, oranges, etc. If we apply the solution of any synthetic auxin like IPA, NAA, 2,4-D, etc. on the stigmas of the flowers before pollination and fertilization, the seedless fruit formation is possible. That means parthenocarpic fruit or seedless fruits are having more commercial value. So this physiological role of auxin is also having practical application in the production of the seedless fruit. Next physiological role is eradication of weeds. That means farmers utilized or used various types of methods for killing the weeds or removing the weeds. It may be mechanical method of weed killing or it may be chemical method of weed killing. So this auxin plays important role in weeding process. That means in the eradication of the weeds. So these synthetic auxins like 2,4-D, 2,4,5-T, 2,4-D means 2,4-dichlorophenoxyacetic acid, 2,4,5-T means 2,4,5-trichlorophenoxyacetic acid. These synthetic auxins, if we spray on some plants, for example, some weeds, the overgrowth of the weed root takes place. For example, if the broad-leaved dicot weeds are growing in the monocot crops like jawar, rice, ragi, bajra, wheat, etc. So these broad-leaved dicot plants which are growing in monocot crops, these are unwanted plant. So for removal of this unwanted plant, if we spray the 2,4-D or 2,4,5-T solution in appropriate concentration nearby the root system of these plants, automatically root growth enhances by the effect of this auxin, and due to excessive growth or excessive elongation of the root, distortion in the root takes place. What is the meaning of distortion? Suppose this is the root. Due to overgrowth of the root, twist is developed, distortion is developed in root. If distortion takes place in the root, what happens? The supply of the food material in the form of nutrients and water is prevented, and automatically this portion of the root decays. If food supply stops, root decays, automatically broad-leaved dicot weeds which are growing happily in the monocot crops like jawar, rice, ragi, bajra, wheat, they are killed. That means as a weedicide, this hormone auxin, synthetic hormone auxin like 2,4-D, 2,4,5-T are extensively used today by the farmers for killing the weeds which are growing in monocot crops, broad-leaved dicot weeds which are growing in monocot crops. The next physiological role, prevention of lodging. So in case of the members of family, Poaceae and Leguminous, in the plants belonging to Poaceae and Leguminaceae, falling of the plant takes place. Who is responsible for falling of plants? Lodging means falling of the plants on the ground. That means due to excessive elongation of lowermost internodes and due to softening of cells in the internode portion, falling of the plant takes place naturally. So this happens naturally due to more oxygen concentration in this region, or less oxygen concentration in this region. So we can prevent this falling of the plant. By application of synthetic auxin like NaA. If we apply the naphthalene acetic acid as a synthetic auxin at the base of these plants, that means at the basal nodes of these plants, the basal internode becomes stiff or hard, and automatically falling of the plants belonging to these family members, Poaceae and Leguminaceae, we can prevent. That means the loss caused by this falling of the plants or lodging of the plants can be prevented by the use of synthetic auxin like NaA. The last physiological role of auxin is movements in plants. So generally auxin plays important role in controlling the movements in plants, especially those movements which are controlled by auxins, generally phototropic movements. And geotropic movements. They are commonly known as phototropism, geotropism. That means these phototropic movements and geotropic movements are generally under the control of auxins. That means plumule glows towards the light, radicle glows towards the soil. So this process of phototropism and geotropism, or phototropic movement and geotropic movements in plants, is generally controlled by these auxins. So that means these auxins, naturally occurring organic chemical substance which is synthesized in plant, plays many physiological roles, and some of these physiological roles are also applied in agriculture, horticulture, laboratories, etc. They are commonly known as practical applications of these auxins. So in this way, I have completed this article, the physiological roles and practical applications of auxins. Thank you.